set. All right, we'll call the fourth meeting of this year of the Village Board of Trustees, the Village of Depew, May 12th, 2025, and it's 7 o'clock. Trustee Kraft with the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I should have had our youngsters lead us. That was great. Just 1 minute, if you could. So as we gather here tonight in service of our community, let us take a moment to reflect on the responsibility entrusted to us. Within each of us resides a wellspring of untapped potential, a strength that knows no bounds. We may recognize our capacity to create meaningful change, both within our village and in the lives of those that we serve. Let empowerment be our guiding force. Inspire us to lead with wisdom, integrity, and compassion. May our decisions foster unity, progress, and a brighter future for all. With unswerving resolve, let us work together to build a community where every voice is heard, every effort is valued, and every action is taken with the greater good in mind. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Notification of fire exits, please.
The emergency exits are located to my left in the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm or emergency, please move in an orderly fashion to the exits and evacuate the building.
Okay, right at the top of our list, I've wanted to do this for a couple of months now. Timing just didn't work out all that well. Linda, could you bring Jacob up to the front? So, this is, you can swing him around there. I'll come down in a second. This is former trustee Don Jake Jakubowski. And John, Jake probably has as much to do with me sitting here as anybody did back in 2014, convincing me to run. He was president at the time. I didn't know him. He didn't know me. But Jake has a long history with the Village of Depew. He started as the water commissioner. We had a water department at one time back in 1992. And that job was dissolved to save some money, I believe, by one of our former mayors. He organized and coordinated the Depew Youth Court. He was a grant writer back in the day for the village. Some of the ones that he did were for the police department, with the Depew Police Department, for bulletproof vests. Organized and coordinated the annual Depew Cleanup Day and Bison's Day Out. Organized and coordinated Depew's National Night Out, which we have brought back last year with Lieutenant Menard and Assistant Chief John Huey of the Fire Department pulling that together. So that'll be in early August again this year. He was co-chair of 1994 Centennial Weekend Celebration at Fireman's in Veterans Park. So while Jake was a trustee, he was here when we celebrated 125 years as well. And what instrument do you think this fella played that he's in the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame with a band called The Road back in the day? Jake, keyboardist. Great job, Jake. Inducted into the Depew High School Wall of Fame in 2015. And Jake, it says here he was elected trustee, but first he was appointed a trustee. He came off of the planning board and just filled the last 2 years of former trustee Linda Hammer. And then Jake ran on his own in 2017 for a 4-year term. So Jake's has done an awful lot for this village, and I wanted to recognize him today just with a simple plaque. We're really not such a simple person. You're a great man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
mention quickly that, these honors are really something, and they're always especially clear when you get this kind of thing, But, you obviously don't do it alone. I mean, I had a lot of people here that helped me do a lot of these things, and these guys, you guys are around there.
My name here, guys.
And I think I want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody. Most of the rules aren't around, I don't hang around anymore, but they really did all the job for me, when I did all the, like the Mayor was saying, clean up the pew and Centennial and all that stuff, which were nice events, were really nice events. But those guys are just incredible. They were nonstop. They were really go-getters, So I want to say thank you once again to all those guys, and it's nice to see all my friends here again. Holy smokes!
Jake.
Yeah, nice to see all you guys.
This is why he's so busy, though. I don't call as much as I used to do. You're getting big, buddy.
Everybody's friendly there, right? Don't fight them.
All right. You guys have that.
Great glasses. If you get married, maybe you'll be your lucky night.
Linda, thank you for making him available.
Thanks a lot for this, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take the roll call now. How's
There
that?
we go.
Trustee Morowski.
Here.
Trustee Zimba.
Here.
Trustee Kraft.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Here.
Mayor Peterson.
I'm here. So tonight we have a few items on our agenda, and those be the items that you can speak to or comment on. And then later in the meeting, there'll be a general public concerns and comments section for any topic that might be. So initially today, we have 3 public hearings for 3 different locations in the village that have come under disrepair and are facing demolition. So that's at 72 South Bellevue, 163 Kiefer, and 29 South Warsaw. And we have number 4, permission to advertise the Phase 8 cap of our DEC consent order to improve the INI infiltration. We're also approving the auction results. A couple times during the year, we auction different surplus items in the village. This particular group included a 2005 dump truck, a 2018 Ford F-150 from the police department, some ink cartridges, an old Econoline van, quite a few. Then tonight, we're appointing a new police lieutenant, Patrick Cana. We have appointing one of our seasonal rec people. With permission to sign an agreement with Erie County Board of Elections for the election cycle this year down at Senior Center. And last but not least, permission to sign the SWAT agreement that Chief McNamara has championed. Do you have a couple things you want to say? Today was the first day of tryouts, right?
It was. We had 4 officers go over to Cheektowaga to compete for 2 spots. They all performed fantastic, and there'll be decisions will be made in the next couple of weeks or so. Let's see who gets on the team. We're very excited about it.
And the reasoning behind what we're doing? You got 2, 2, and 2, right?
Yeah, we're
Long-range plan.
Yeah, long-range plan. We're going to put 2 on Cheektowaga, and then hopefully in the fall we'll put 2 on Lancaster, and then 2 more on Cheektowaga this time next year is the plan.
Very good. So on those items, if anybody has a comment that they'd like to talk about, if it's something that falls under one of the three public hearings. I ask that you wait until we open the public hearing, but on items number 4 through 9, I'll take anybody that has a comment or a question. Okay, nothing? Nothing? All right, well, we'll get rolling then. Let's work on the item number 1, public hearing.
I think we can open all three at once.
Yeah?
Just, instead of saying the one address, say all three,
Okay?
whoever's gonna read it.
Yeah, why don't unfortunately, you got the top, whoever has the top assignment then.
I read the notice, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're reading the notice, Virginia?
Yeah, you just make the motion to open the hearing.
With all 3 addresses.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we open the public hearing on 72 South Bellevue Avenue, 163 Kiefer Avenue, and 29 South Warsaw Street at,
7-Eleven.
at 7:11 PM.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. The reading of the notice?
A public hearing is approved to discuss the unsafe conditions and the property owner's refusal to comply. Now requires the demolition of 72 South Bellevue, 163 Kiefer Avenue, 29 South Warsaw Street. The public hearing will take place at 85 Manitou Street, Kew, New York, 14043, in the council chambers on May 12th, 2025.
All right, so I'll just speak on the public hearing. The building department and my office drafted these demolition notices. They were served on the property owners. These have been unsafe properties that are falling down for over a year now. They've received multiple notices from the building department to remedy conditions, and this is what we do when the people who own the property don't respond, and it creates a hazard to those around them. So if no one speaks out at the public hearing, which it looks like there's no one here representing any of the properties, the board will close the public hearing, and there will be a resolution to formally approve the demolition at the next board meeting. And Don will, the building department will hire demolition contractors to complete that work.
Dave? Yep.
So if we're gonna knock down these houses, it's gonna be at our cost, right? And if you want-
Not quite. So we have a provision in our local law, and I think it traces something in the New York State laws that allows us to add the cost to the tax bill.
But I mean, if they haven't responded to our notifications already, I mean, is there any chance we'll be able to get that money back if?
Yes.
Yes,
it's
when
added-
we
so
submit
it's
it back to
added-
the county.
Right, it's added to the tax bill and then it's submitted to the county. And if the property goes to a tax sale auction, any money to pay those tax bills would proportionally be returned to the village for the cost of the village bill. So yes, might take some time, but yes.
All right, I was kind of thinking there would be, but,
Yeah,
I mean, people buy empty lots like that?
I do.
Do you really?
Not in Depew, but I have in other communities.
I mean, 'cause it's,
People will buy them, usually houses next door, or something to increase the size of their property or possibly for parking, things like that.
they can't be sold for much though, right?
Depends on what you want to pay for a vacant parcel of property.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you sell to them for $200-300, for $500.
No.
No, there's
We
a
don't.
lot more than that. You know,
Is
the
it?
thing about land is they don't make anymore, so people spend money on it.
Yeah. And if you're willing to build a house here, vacant parcel of land that's previously had utilities to it is a pretty good.
I know, if I lived next door to, I mean, I'd buy the land real quick, but
That's all.
a lot of people don't, I guess, but.
In the past, I know when I was first a trustee and Jesse was the mayor, we did 4 initially in 2016. And we've done a few since I've been mayor as well. We've also taken paper streets and turned them into, money to the village where people have, tried to put a building on a house, or perhaps. A couple, in fact, have done that in the last couple of years. We can't let them sit like that.
No, I know.
And it's unfair to those that live around them. It's a very slow process, as, Sam alluded to. It just takes forever to do that, to make sure that we're covering all the bases. We've got one on Dean is another issue that, and the guy's gone and nobody's claiming it, and it's really, bringing down the property values around them, so,
When do you think the houses are gonna be knocked down, like during the summer?
if it gets past this, it won't be long, no.
I mean, we would hire somebody to do that?
They'll go out to bid.
Yeah, we'd send them out to bid, then as they bid for them, they would choose the contractor, and then usually within 30 to 60 days from the so board, they come and take it down, they file the necessary permits.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
trying to be progressive. Anybody have a comment or question on the public hearing? Hearings. Okay. Scribner note. All right, without seeing any, I take a motion to close the 3 public hearings all wrapped into one. Karen, you want to finish it, close it out?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearings at 7:20,
I got 7:16, I got.
7:16 PM.
Yeah, I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Next up, authorize the administrator to advertise for bids.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. The administrator is authorized to advertise for bids for the Village of Depew Phase 8 CAP plans, with the bid opening to be held on Thursday, June 12, 2024, at 10 a.m. in the council chambers, 85 Manitow Street, Depew, New York, 14043.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion's carried. Next item up, approve the auction results.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the results from Auctions International online auction ending April 30th, 2025, totaling $36,586 are approved as follows. Lot 1, 31 furnace air filters, new/old stock, $26 to Catherine Zimkowiak. Number 2, printer toner and ink, new and old stock, $25 to Kurt Fegelmacher. Lot 4, Champion Shop air compressor, $80 to Charles Mullen. Lot 5, Elgren Whirlwind wandering hose, $25 to Jeremy Lindstrom. Lot 6, Cyclone 3624 sand bead blaster cabinet, $105 to Catherine Zimkowiak. Lot 7, JRB Paladin hydraulic 4-in-1 2.25 yard clam bucket, $3,000 to Stephen Simonik. Lot 9, 2005 Ford E250 Ecoline van, $1,525 to William Sprague. Lot 10, a 2010 Sterling L9500 dump truck with plow and wing, $14,000 to Paul J. Bomilla. Lot 11, a 2005 Ford F350 dump truck, $4,600 to Sean Durfee. Lot 12, a 2018 Ford F-150 crew cab pickup truck, police interceptor, $13,200 to Daryl Derby.
I second the motion.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Appoint a new police lieutenant pursuant to Section 4-400 of Village Law. I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint Patrick Kana to the position of police lieutenant from Civil Service Exam 75-168 list effective May 12th, 2025. Need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Patrick Kana.
For you guys that don't know, Pat is a 14-year veteran with our police department. He's a member of the accident investigation unit, he's a field training officer, a firearms instructor, and we look forward to him commanding our night shift, taking over for Lieutenant Van Duzen and Lieutenant Woodrow, so I'm sure he wants to get off nights as soon as possible. Great job, and also Lieutenant Kai, that the work that they put in the last couple of years with all the younger officers. I know Pat's going to do a great job.
Very good. Usually some comments from the board. Darren, do you have anything?
Congratulations and thank you for all that you're going to do to help keep our residents safe.
Anybody else? Robert?
Congrats.
Janelle?
Same, congratulations.
Deputy Mayor?
Yeah, thank you for all the work you put into our community. We really appreciate it, and we look for your continued efforts in our community.
14 years has gone by like that, huh? Yeah. Congratulations. All right, next up, appoint summer recreational seasonal pursuant to Section 4-400 of Village Law. I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint the following for seasonal summer employment to the Recreation Department. Summer Cole. And I need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Summer here? Oh, you'll have more, right? Okay,
Bunch more coming up.
good. All right, next up, number 8, permission to sign the lease agreement with Erie County Board of Elections.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, Mayor Kevin Peterson is authorized to sign the lease agreement with the Erie County Board of Elections for utilizing the village building for the primary elections this year.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Resolution number 9, permission to sign the SWAT agreement.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the Village of Depew, Mayor Kevin J. Peterson is authorized to sign the Town of Cheektowaga and the Village of Depew Police Department's combined multi-jurisdictional SWAT team agreement.
I'll second that motion.
And a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
All right. Next item is number 10, employment applications for our rec department. Samantha Gary, Savannah McKay, Alexandra Krasdivo, Veronica Patino, Lucy Patino, Summer Cole, and Savannah McKay. Item number 11, department head reports for police, April 2025.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we accept the department head reports for police, April 2025.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. There's no unfinished or other business. Before we open the floor to any comments other than what was on the agenda, we'll go around the room as we typically do for our department head reports. We'll start on my right. Our building department, our code enforcement officer, Don.
Not too much today. This time of year, it's our busy season. You get a lot of complaints about tall grass, weeds, things like that, so please keep your properties cut and cleans, get rid of your unregistered vehicles, make sure you file for any necessary permits before you start any work, call underground digs before you start digging anywhere. You don't want to hit any underground lines or stuff, it gets very expensive quickly. And as if anything else, if you need any information or anything, feel free to reach out to us, we're here to help.
Ready? Go to the police chief. Chief McNamara?
Yep, good evening. Police department was busy this month. 1,555 non-criminal complaints, 91 criminal complaints for a total of 1,646 complaints. We lost 2 vehicles to theft. We recovered both of them, one locally and one in the city of Buffalo. 35 accidents, 4 of them were injury accidents, no pedestrian and no bicycle accidents. And we arrested 31 individuals. 22 of them were males and 1 was a juvenile, 8 being females. 298 summonses issued this past month.
Busy.
Busy.
On this side, Sam from legal?
Most of my focus has been keeping us out of court rather than defending people bringing us to court, so things are going well. That's all.
Okay. Fire Chief Brian Musilak?
Yes, since our last board meeting, we've had 24 calls. We've had 138 year-to-date. It's been very busy lately. Also, our new utility vehicle, which is going to be Squad 2, taking the place of our old Engine 2. That's coming along, and hopefully we'll see it by the end of the month here. Our radio and communications project is going well. Just getting all the new radios installed in the trucks and getting in-service training for all our members. And it's going to be a game changer for us with our communications and the fire scene. I'd also like to say congratulations, Jake. I've known you since I was a little kid, and you know, you've always been around Village Hall. You've always been around the village. You always were a gentleman, and you did a lot for the village. And you were a parishioner over at St. Peter and Paul when I was just a little guy. So congratulations, Jake.
Thank you very much.
Well deserved.
Appreciate it. I'm kind of shocked, because I didn't know this was happening. I was just, you know, so. no worries.
Absolutely. I'd also like to congratulate newly appointed Lieutenant Pat Canna. Known Pat quite a few years. Matter of fact, I live in his old house on Stewart. And, you know, Pat, a lot of people don't know this, but Pat was a member of our fire department for a few years as well. Been trying to get him back ever since he left, but it's a hard sell. So, not going to give up, but congratulations, Pat. And then also, we've lost 2, last week we lost 2 members of the fire service in our area, which are our main mutual aid partners. We lost Ken Hauser from Highview Fire Company, who was a 52-year life member, and we lost Jim Ward, who was a 54-year life member of Bowmansville. So just, you know, those are, they were both very well respected in their fire companies, and just think out that's a lot of years of service. You know, you don't see that nowadays, unfortunately, anymore. So just keep their families and their fire companies in your thoughts and prayers, please. And then for Brian's Bits. So we got still burn bans in place in New York State. It's till May 14th. But even after that's lifted, if it's not extended, please just be cautious when you're having a fire. Make sure it's under control and make sure that it's 15 feet away from any structures, any vegetation, anything that can start on fire, and that you have either a water hose or a fire extinguisher near the fire pit so you can extinguish it. And please also extinguish it before you go in the house, please. The other thing is iron lithium batteries. Obviously, there's a lot of iron lithium batteries, weed whackers, lawnmowers, edgers, anything you can think of. They're great. You don't got to stretch cords. You don't got to use gasoline, but just be cautious of when you're charging those batteries and when you're putting those tools away, that you're properly charging them and you're properly storing them safely. Iron lithium batteries are safe majority of the time when they're working properly, but when they fail, it's catastrophic failure. So it can cause fires. We've had a lot of garage fires over the last several years, which I believe have been caused by iron lithium batteries from tools. That's it.
Okay. Our Recreation Director, Kevin Ferguson.
Busy time of year, just getting the parks ready, playgrounds and everything. It's nice to go by Fireman's Park and see a lot of pickleball people, basketball players, roller hockey, people under the gazebo, so it's pretty crowded every day. Getting the pool ready, we're painting the pool next week. We could have 5 days good to paint the pool, so that's going good. The rink is all transformed over into a sport court now because we have floor hockey going in there. And also too, I have roller hockey as well going in there as well. In a couple of weeks, we have softball league starting up, and our kickball leagues will be starting up as well.
Where's the kickball league played?
On the softball diamond.
On that one, yeah.
On the softball diamond and on
And then the
grass.
auxiliary? Yeah. Okay. All right, how about our trustees? Darren, you got a big event coming up?
Good evening. There's some flyers in the hallway, and if you don't see any out there, I have plenty of them. We have one more village board meeting, so I'll be reminding you again before the event, May 31st, at our highway garage from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., a free event. Home hazardous weights, batteries, paints, whatever you need to get rid of, it's a free event. You do have to register online or call the number on the flyer, 716-858-6800, for a complete list of everything they're collecting. Go to the website on Erie County. So if you are interested, make sure you grab a flyer from me. It's on our website and on our Facebook page as well. Thanks.
Okay, trustee Morosky?
I'm good. I'm excited about this new SWAT team, and congratulations, Lieutenant, and that's about it.
Okay. Other side, trustee Kraft?
Still doing our food establishment passport program. Seems to be going pretty well. The restaurants have run out of their papers, so people just need to get out there and use them. And Mr. Jakubowski, I'm new to like the previous stuff. Like I've been here for like 2 years, so like I know kind of what's been going on, but like all of the previous stuff that like you were a part of, I missed all of that. So like it's really cool to get that background and learn some more. So thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Deputy Mayor?
I had the pleasure of handing out awards for the Lancaster Youth Bureau award ceremony last Thursday. So just a shout out to that great organization for people to get involved with kids. They're always doing wonderful events over there. And then I just want to say thank you to Jake. He was one of the first friendly faces when I came on board. He was definitely welcoming and always there to be a mentor or just a friendly face. So thank you for welcoming me into the village, and congratulations again, Lieutenant.
Did you take his planning board spot?
I think I did.
Yeah, I think so.
So, and he was great, and you were wonderful, and you always kind of was there and showed me the ropes. So, thank you so much.
The planning board is like our bullpen. Our planning board is like our bullpen. You came out of there, Audrey came out of there, Andrew came out of there, Bob came out of there.
The crown jewel of the people.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's it. Administrator? No? Okay. All right, so I'll take a little time. I just can't keep it in anymore. So we have our concerts coming up, starting on June 26th with Terry Buckwald. 8 shows this year, stretch until August the 14th. We have our Founder's Day, 17th, 18th, and 19th of July, starting with the Yacht Fathers on Thursday night, Nerds on Friday, and a new band that we're bringing in from Pennsylvania, Walk of Shame, on Saturday. We're also partnering once again with the Green Acres Ice Cream, and the movie nights are on Wednesdays in July. So we're looking at, I think it was July 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th out at Fireman's Park. So grab your chairs and blankets, and there'll be some popcorn there like last year, and the ice cream truck will be there, of course. And here's one. I should have went to you, Jake, but I didn't want to tip off tonight. So with the help of Erie County Legislator Frank Todaro and the county, he's secured funding for what I believe to be the first fireworks show that the Village of Depew's ever put on. So on July 3rd, we're moving the one concert from Veterans Park to Fireman's Park, which will be followed at 10 o'clock with a fireworks display. So The timing seemed to have worked out so that we're not competing directly with Lancaster. They'll have theirs on the 4th, and ours will be on the 3rd. So we're looking for an exciting summer. Hopefully, everybody will be out. And with that said, open it up for any kind of comments or questions from anybody on any topic. Nothing. Boy, come on, you're itching. I know. What do you got? Did Paul send you something?
No, you missed Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
He always had a question.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're doing right by everybody. So I appreciate that. Then we'll roll to claims and accounts then.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and are approved for payment as follows.
From the general fund, $173,539.84. 0 community development, 0 sewer, 0 capital projects, total of $173,359.84.
I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. And finally, I'll welcome an adjournment.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we adjourn tonight's meeting at 7:36 PM.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried.